What's up, y'all? City to City DMV here today with Coach Kenny Brown, head coach of Ballou Knights. First of all, Coach, appreciate you for your time today. And first and foremost, we would like to send our deepest condolences today. We heard today about the fortunate situation of one of your former players, student athletes. And Coach, going into the interview, we had some other things, but we want to talk about also, dealing with this environment and what we got going on. What are some things that help keep your players headstrong during these times?
First of all, I want to thank you all for welcoming me on City to City DMV. I had the utmost respect for you all and what you all do. I love how y'all shine a light on our young athletes around the DMV. Secondly, thank you all for wishing your condolences. Yeah, last night we lost Vonte Martin, who was a star running back and linebacker for me over the last 2 years. So to answer your question on how we keep our players headstrong or what we might do to help them cope during this time, I can just walk you through what we did, right? You know, when I got the call last night, I directly called players, players I know that stayed around this neighborhood, to see where their head was at. I hit our group chats, let my players know I loved them, man. My phone open all night if you need to call me, right? But I didn't only do it for my current players. I hit my former player group chat like, I'm here. Love y'all, if y'all need me, call me. But what I also did today, I talked to the powers that be at my school. So that's one thing I love about Ballou. It's like a big fan, right? No matter what position you hold in the faculty or admin staff, when it's time to come together, we do a good job of coming together. So, last night everybody hopped on calls just make sure we can just love on our kids. So we had DDH come, Department of Behavior Health, the DCPS. They came today. We had a team meeting doing camp every day at 3:00 anyway. So I hosted a team meeting, I shared my thoughts. I was open and honest with my guys. I let them know, listen, it's okay to feel away. Half of y'all played on this team with them last year, and some of y'all know them in passion, or some of y'all know them through film, and it's okay to feel away. I get it. I told them, even me, I broke down today at one point. I'm posting videos and pictures of Vonte and Department of Behavior Health director had called me and just spoke about our plans for the day. I couldn't even get through the conversation. Because they made it real, you know what I mean? So I broke down and I shared that with my players and hoping that they can deal with their emotions and feel like they can navigate them in the same way. So that's why I try to open up the conversation. Again, we invited the Department of Behavior Health. But what I also did was allow space for my coaches to join as well, for them to talk to specialists, social workers, where they can communicate their own emotions. And then ultimately, my life bigger than football. I canceled all football-related activities for the day. We had the team meeting. I had the room if anybody needed any of the social workers, and I allowed them to get treatment. Other than that, it was done. Bigger than football, bro.
That's
bigger than football, bigger than the field. And it's doing camp. We got a game in 10 days, but it's bigger than football. It's a lot of emotions with that. That boy played a lot of downs on the field, and that. I just know that would have been a trigger for a lot of players, a lot of coaches, and nobody here would have been in the space. So we'll think about tomorrow, but today, that's how we handle it.
Yeah, and mental health is a big thing that's not, spoken of a lot, especially in our city. You said something, Coach, that really resonated with me is the family orientation at Ballou. Can you elaborate a little bit more on the family tie?
So, I think one thing that leads it, right, you have people that's been working at Ballou for years. So, matter of fact, I'll give you an example. A counselor who I like to call, who's like my education mentor. She kind of, grandmothered me into DCPS, since I've been there, been looking out for me and showing me the laws of the land. Today we're talking, she's been at Ballou 16 years. And then we started looking at the staff members that currently work at Ballou that she overseen while she's worked at Ballou. It's 5 or 6 staff members, right? So when I say family oriented, these are people who watched you come from here and become there, right? So that's where it starts. Or you look at people like Miss B, who's our director of our culture and climate, or Mr. Watson, who's our band director. They both graduated 30 years ago. This year's their 30th reunion at homecoming. So they love and care about the school, so they connect dots from families they know that went to Ballou with them, and their families. Or you have people like our principal, Rock Hayes, who grew up in Southeast, who played ball at number 11, and his teammates or his coaches or people who played around him or lived in his neighborhood their kids attend Ballou. You have people like me who grew up in this community throughout this whole city my entire life. Like I lived in every part of the city, south, southwest. So no question how many people I know and how many families I'm directly connected to through my affiliations, whether they family, friends and family, neighbors, whatever. Right? So that's like how Ballou is set up. And everybody that comes in gets the feel for the environment. Even when you look at the inner workings and how we work, from the assistant principals to the principals, assistant principals, AD, trainer, coaches, teachers, we all literally counselors, we work together, right? So when we say family oriented, we know we get it done for the kids, and that's what it's for. And I think Ballou does a very good job of that. Other co-workers at other schools don't have the same type of emotions around their school, and that's why. So when I say family environment, that's what I really mean.
That's what's up, Coach. Now I didn't really want to get too much into football today, but I gotta ask you, Coach, what are some of your expectations this year on the field? I know y'all want to get back to that Turkey Bowl, so tell us what are some of your expectations this year.
So expectations we have for the year, I have around 8 to 10 seniors. So you look at expectations, and we lost 20 seniors, right? So we go from 20 seniors to 8 to 10, which is still good. You still led with seniors that can hold the torch. So we have an expectation to win. And my expectation to win didn't come from the fact that we went to the Turkey Bowl, even though I think that helped cultivate what it is, the standard that's set. My expectation to win is set because we had an incredible offseason, right? The best offseason since I've been here.
Okay.
Again, that's led by former NFL pro Larry Pickard and former Fordham quarterback Dirk Daniels, right? They took a Division I approach, a pro approach to our offseason training.
Okay.
Our guys, resistance bands, we stretched like we had a 30-minute warm-up stretch every day. Our twitch, Larry and Dirk, they emphasize how many steps you get in your high knees, how deep you get in your lunges. This is my first time dealing with strength and conditioning coordinators that value like resistance training, right?
Yeah, at this level, yeah.
At this level. And I start seeing the change in my kids' bodies. I got this one kid, DeMarcus Rudd. He's going his 4th year playing with me. 2nd year starting. He played DN. He had like 12 and a half, 13 sacks last year.
Ooh.
Which is a pretty good year for a DN, right? Yeah. And so this offseason, he told Coach Dirk and Larry, well, he got super close with both of them, right? But I think in a way he kind of looked up to Coach Larry a lot. And Coach Larry, of course, was a wide receiver. So Mark was like, I'm trying to learn it. And then Coach Dirk, man, who Coach Dirk is, he felt like he could teach any kid anything.
Yeah.
So they both poured a lot into Marcus in terms of him transitioning to be a receiver. But I mean, he's a tight end for us, right? So just seeing him in the scrimmage or even in like intra-squad scrimmages or practice, like, if you see this kid when we first met him, now he catching passes in the middle of the field through the whole 7-on-7 circuit. It was easy in 7-on-7 for him. Like, he was looking like Gronk a little bit.
Okay.
So I wanted to see how, translated to pass, like, with him. Because, you probably play, like, if you take a hit, you got to be able to get back up. So I was interested, like, he's never took a hit in his entire life. So let me see how he's delivering hits. Let's see how he take them. So, we was able to scrimmage last Saturday. Well, even before the scrimmage in practice, like, our defense hits hard. Like, we got kids in our defense who hits. And one time he got blasted in practice after catching like a dig or something. And he popped right back up. It was ready. And then even seeing his twitchiness when he caught a short hitch and gave somebody a move and took it to the house. I'm like, okay, off season was real, right? So just getting to my expectations. My expectations are high because we had a superb, to me, off season. The guys committed. And with the best thing about the off season, and again, that's a Dirk and Larry how they did it thing, but it's the standard that was set. Man, we met this summer every day at 9 o'clock. The guy was coming at 8:45.
That's amazing.
That's really, like, come on.
That's amazing.
It was so good that I laid that over the camp. Our first 7-8 practice of the camp was at 8:45, 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah, they had that much interest.
During the week, right? And these are some kids who barely got to school on time before. And school started at 9 o'clock. So, standard has been set, right? And these kids want it and they're hungry. So, my goals are high. And I believe we can get back to the. So we got the talent, like,
yeah, for sure.
I got a couple kids I believe are some of the best athletes currently in the NCAA.
Okay.
Giamonte, Amir.
Name them all. Name the ones we should look out for.
Both sides of the ball. See, last year but I had him caged up a little bit. He was just playing DB, just playing corner free safety.
Okay.
But again, this year he was in that lab. Now he's gonna be both sides of the ball. Like I think he has one of the most natural feels for football in the whole entire city. Right? But then I got another kid who plays both sides of the ball too, Elijah Ruffin. When I say grit, like just he's a football player. Like you can tell Eli's been playing football since he's been 5.
And what position is he?
He plays receiver, strong safety, corner, do it all type of guy, right?
Okay.
Every snap.
Okay.
Like, you know, when Travis Hunter played against, I want to say it was Nebraska or something, and Deion was like, man, we gotta put a hot tub on the plane for this boy. Like that's what I feel about Eli. Like I'm gonna have to force Eli to get out the game. He's just a football player.
Yeah, keep that ice around.
I often tell him, Shawty, you are one of the best athletes in this town. You're the best athlete on this team. Embrace it, right? I often tell him that. And he's not a loud kid. You're not gonna hit Eli. It is what it is, right? And then I think I got a quarterback, man, who he wants it. He wants it, and I'm looking forward to seeing him spin. You know, his high school career has been like up and down.
Okay.
10th grade year, he started charter school. Last year, he went to another school, but now he moved in our district. You know, now in our zone, and he came to Ballou. Like I feel like I got blessed with a gift.
Okay.
Great athlete, lefty, can spin it, and he got like this natural humble arrogance. That's just like he's not gonna boast about himself, but he's not gonna ever let anybody tear him down. He always got looking at it like I got it.
Okay.
Sometimes I think he need 9 grand attention, but then I look at it like, I got it, right? And his name was Rashad Stark, so.
Okay.
And then of course Isaiah Hall, I got an all-Met kid. Like my first all-Met kid was Isaiah Hall as a junior, had like 130 tackles. I'm looking forward to his senior year.
Yeah, Coach, I bet that list. You gonna sit here and name all your players by the end of the day. I see the passion.
No. You see the passion come out. But I think the last thing I gotta say, who impressed me in camp, Tony Monroe. He plays offensive, defensive line, but on that offensive line, straight up dog. I'm talking about. He want to get inside and shoulder pass, drive his feet. He wants you to know he want to trash. He wants you to know that he's going to trash.
Yeah.
Like, that's who he is. And that's what he's going to be about. So just, man, them 7 guys, like, I didn't name them. My center, my last thing I swear I'm done. My center, he's sophomore. And I got to say him just because he's a sophomore.
Okay.
Young bull. In the rotation in the offensive line, I challenged him this offseason. I remember me and Coach Dirk, we challenged him this offseason. We told him and his mother, like, listen, man, I don't need you gain about 15, 18 pounds if you want to start as center. He said, I got y'all. And he got the same, like him and Tony approach made the offensive line better because he the same way. He don't just want to block you. He want to put you on your back. He want to put you on your back. But outside of what I love most about him, he's assertive. As a sophomore, he's assertive. He knows who he is. He's confident in who he is. And that's Deshaun Hogan. He knows who he is. You know everything he about. He doesn't try to be anything but Deshaun Hogan.
That's all right.
He gonna lead. But he's solid enough as a person to lead. Like, if me and you are arguing, come on. Like, stop that. It's game time. So I'm excited about that. So 8 to 10 guys I named, they got me.
Oh, they on our radar now.
My high expectations.
Hey.
The reasons for my high expectations.
Nah, as you should, Coach. I like the excitement. They definitely on our radar now. Y'all got a nice schedule this year. Is there any games in particular that y'all have circled that you know, like, I can't wait till we really see? I know every game matters, of course, week 1 through the end of the year, but is there any particular games that's like circled on y'all radar that you can't wait till y'all see them this year?
I lost in the joint last year, my first year. I lost in that Turkey Bowl, my first ever one. I can't wait to get back and try to win it. So, that's circle, right? Let's just have a
Turkey Bowl circle. All right.
Having some positive energy in the air, but the Turkey Bowl circle.
Okay, I like that.
To your question, because I get where you're trying to go, so I'm going to answer it. I'm looking forward to all conference games because honestly, my approach, I teach my team to treat all conference games like playoffs. Like, you got to fight for your life. Definitely in the league we in.
Yeah, for sure.
Teams go to the playoffs. Like, we not like Maryland or Virginia who has this like elaborated playoffs. Like, we got to go 7 rounds. No, 6, 5 rounds. Nah. You got top 4 teams. Play 2 games. Play 1 game apiece, but you have to play another game to win the championship in your league. So it's tight. Like, there's no room for error. You gotta be top 4. And so conference games, not on circle. I guess I'm looking forward to playing Urbana though. I would say, Urbana.
Okay.
Urbana came to Ballou last year.
Okay.
We was in the shootout. They got us.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward to playing them.
Get that game.
Shout out Coach Dean. He does an amazing job with his program. So I'm looking forward to playing them. And then I guess the Southeast Cup. Last year, Anacostia The Southeast Cup, it was jamming. I said, like, I think we stuck in short of 3,500, 4,000 people at that game. The Southeast regular season games, a lot of people. So I'm looking to carry the same energy to Ballou. So yeah, Nice Nation, if y'all hear this interview, family, friends, alumni, whatever it is, wherever you are to the program, enemy of the program, I need you there. I'm trying to pack the B out 6,000 people, man. So we want that game to be super lit. Like, we was up 14, and Acacia, man, they had an amazing quarterback last year. He came back, he led them back, and they won the game. So I'm looking forward to getting that cup back this year. So the 2 games plus conference in the Turkey Bowl.
You gonna definitely see us there.
Just looking forward to see them.
Yeah, we gonna see us there. Ballou, Anna, all right.
You gotta be there. It's a gritty game.
Okay.
It's a gritty game. I love that.
All right, well, Coach,
Coach Seneca, that's my guy over Anna. Shout out Seneca.
Hey, shouts out to the South. Hey, Coach, once again, we appreciate you. Once again, y'all City here, Coach Kenny Brown, head coach at Ballou. Appreciate your time, Coach, once again. And, of course, we're sending our deepest condolences your way.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Before we leave, can I get one shout-out?
Of course.
I just want to shout out 2 people. I want to shout out my coaches, man. Like, I know I mentioned Coach Dirk and Coach Larry, but, like, my whole staff does a great job with every inner workings of this program, man. Like, my assistant head coach, Coach Terry, like, he helps keep me grounded. My D coordinator, Coach Ace. Our recruiting coordinator, Coach Keith. Like, he one of the ones with that. Like, I hope in private school don't steal him from me how good he is. You know, Coach Vaughn, Bibby, Coach C, Coach Mo, like Coach Real, all of my guys, Coach Keith. I appreciate all of my coaches, and I really wanted to shout them out because, like, they give it all. They put it all on the line for my boys, and that's never lost on me how much they do for our guys. So definitely wanted to shout out all my guys, and then shout out my family, right? I spent a lot of time with Ballou. I spent a lot of time with these boys, spent a lot of time with Ballou. I miss so many family events. I miss key moments. I miss my passion is what I dedicate to, is, what I want, how my future to shape, right? But, my family understands. They come to the games, they support me, they support what I do, they help my kids. They always follow what I do. They always say how proud of me they are, whatever it is we're doing. They support me, and I know I miss things on that end. So just want to shout out my family because, it would be no this without that. So definitely want to shout them out. And shout out City to City because y'all highlight the light on all of us. So I appreciate y'all. Keep doing what y'all do.
Appreciate you, Coach. Hey, you keep doing a phenomenal job down there, man. We're going to definitely keep y'all on our radar this year.
I appreciate it.